I would like to make this virtual introduction to introduce myself to each and every one of y'all who is watching this video. My name is Rufus Hobson and I come from North Carolina by way of Capitol Heights, Maryland. I call Capitol Heights my second home, being that my father's side of the family reigns from the DMV area, more so DC and the PG County of Maryland. So again, my name is Rufus Hobson. I'm born and raised in North Carolina, but again called Maryland my home. And I am a communications major here at Walden University. As you can tell, I have these inherited skin condition known as albinism, and it's where that I have little to zero pigment in my on my skin and in my eyes and in hair and everything else. But you know what? I try not to let that hinder me or stop me with my goals in life and with what I plan to do with myself in the near future. I try to, whatever I do, I'm before I get into everything else, I am a very optimistic person, and what I do now, I try to do it for the near future or for what's to come. With that being said, this is my second degree. I do have an associate's degree in information systems, and I'm working on this communications degree, and everything I'm doing now is all for my future, all for my future family, my children, godchildren, anybody who will be affected by me, Rufus. Like I said, I am a single African American male from North Carolina. I don't have any children at the moment, but I do have godchildren. I have 4 beautiful godchildren. Their ages range from 17, 5, 3, and 2. I had to think about that. 17, 5, 3, and 2. And they all are as if they were my very own. And let me give you a whole background. I'm trying not to let this be too long, and as you can tell by my conversation, I try to be open and as if you were sitting right in front of me. So this is not, nothing rehearsed or nothing coerced or scripted. It's all coming from the top of my head, and I'm just going with the flow. So if I mess up, say or whatever, it is what it is, and that's my motto about a whole lot of stuff. It is what it is. But anyway, my passion for communications come from growing up, and the aspect in the area of communications that I want to be in is dealing with radio and television. I always had a passion for talk shows. I always had a passion for listening to the radio station and listening to radio programs as morning shows and midday drives, and as well as an afternoon drive or the quiet storm. I always had a passion for radio and a passion for television, and so growing up, that's what I wanted to do. But initially, I always wanted to be a lawyer. But put that to the side or whatever, and then the teaching aspect came through. Put that to the side. Then actually the publicity and marketing and advertisement came in, and I am also a side graphic designer. I love to do graphics. But anyway, getting back to that, it all came together in my first degree, which is information system, y'all. Secretly, I am a techie. Don't tell nobody because I really don't like to say that. But anyway, it is what it is, people. I am a techie. I love technology, and I love how it's growing and how it is evolving as time goes on. And hey, folks don't like it, but eventually we all gonna have to deal with it. But anyway, I love technology, and I love information system, and I love communications. And I'm gonna tell you a story about how I got to Walden, and I'm gonna make this really short in the next few minutes. I wanted to, of course, like I said, I wanted to do communications. I don't drive or whatever, so it's kind of hard for me to do what I need to do education-wise and still get it done. So I thought that, you know, coming into Walden, I was going to get into communications. It was going to be a great degree for radio. And then, you know, as I'm studying or whatever, I'm like, this degree more so leaning towards the marketing, the publicity, the PR, public relations, all of that aspect. And so, you know, I'm like, this is another area that I wanted to be in, but it's not really the area that I wanted to be in. But, you know, I'm a person of faith, and I'm you know, my religion is, and my faith is Christianity. And I feel that, you know, sometimes we are on a path to where, you know, we have a plan for our lives, but God has a different plan than what we do. So my plan was to do radio, come, you know, get a degree in communication, you know, studying to be radio, but it all is coming from something that I actually wanted to do growing up as well, was public relations or publicity or marketing or advertising. So hey, that is what it is. But anyway, more fun things about me besides education. My family and I began our family foundation, which is called the Rufus Jr. and Lois Hobson Foundation, and that is birthed from my named after my father and his sister Lois. And you know, they were all family oriented and family, you know, centered around family, and always had a dream and goals for us as a family to go beyond what we you know and go beyond you know, what we're planning to do, and, you know, set our sights on the bigger and the finer things. And that's what my aunt did. But my dad, he, you know, passed away unexpectedly, and, you know, the time that he was here on earth, you know, he was a really good family man. And so with that being said, we birthed that out of the love for them. And as you can tell on the screen and see that, what our motto is, I really forgot it. I think it's well, as you can see on the screen, you can see that. But anyway, yes, I got that. And I also am a radio host. Like I said, you know, I wanted to do radio, and I come to the point of, you know, I started with my dream of being on TV or, you know, in the communications as a YouTuber. I started my DRS3 Show YouTube channel back in back in 2009, 2010, somewhere around there. And you know, it branched off to that, and then I have a vlogging channel for my family, branched off to that, as well as you know, back in 2015. Began my radio career as an internet radio station with W Pop Radio, and my program comes on every Tuesday and Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can see all the ways you could go to listen to my radio station and listen to my program. But that's all of me that I have. I love cooking. I love reading, writing. I love, you know, I'm an author, or soon to be author. My book is actually in the hands of my pastor. I've always, you know, learned that you have to have a spiritual covering, and my covering, you know, of course, the head is God. Then under that is my shepherd, and, you know, she on earth is a spiritual covering, and I respect her guidance and, you know, opinion and all of that. So to get her blessing, I gave her my book to study over it and to look over it and to, you know, make changes if need be. And so until I get that back and get it published, I will be a published author then. But you know, that's it. And also sometime mid last year, I began a online administrative you know, small business as a administrative assistant, or a virtual administrator of virtual services or whatever, and it is named after my aunt. Her name is spelled backwards, but you know, hey, that's all that I wanted to do with that, and that's coming along. But I might initiate that or begin that closer to the end of 2017, beginning 2018, closer to my graduation, which would be projected in July of 2018. I'm supposed to be finished with this program. But anyway, y'all, that's it of who I am. Let me know who you are. I'm going to read your comments on this Class Cafe post, y'all. So thank y'all so much for watching this video. And again, my name is Rufus Hobson, and I am so glad to be here with you all. Thanks to the professor, and thanks to you all. And I hope to learn with you all during this quarter, and vice versa. As I say at the end of my videos, radio program, whatever I do, know that I love you for real, and always remember to live every day, laugh every moment, and love beyond words. My name is Rufus, and I'll talk to y'all later. See y'all soon.